if somebody answers them. Excellent. Okay. Now I'm going to yeah. Yeah, I would say this info.w at kitchen.com, so the email address of this account will be perfect. Yeah, so MICOL dot VARU, then at, yeah, there's Nicole with a K, dot W, at, and it's called BITMAIN Tech, and you spell it as BITMAIN.
Yeah. So we gotta play this segment. Shall we go? So there's two possibilities.
Hey Andy, can you hear me properly? No, this is not a test, bro, Andy. So let me know, can you hear me properly? Oops, what's that? Okay, let me end this. Yes, can hear you. Okay, perfect. And yeah, I'm able to hear. Okay, perfect. Yeah, hi Alish. Yeah, I think we are live. Chat is live. I can see a couple of people joining already.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that they can hear you as well. Andy, can you also let me know if you can hear Alejandro?
I can hear. Hello. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Good evening, Abhay. Can you let me know if you can hear Alejandro as well? Steve, can you let me know if you can hear the guest as well?
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Hello.
Yeah, you know what happened, Alejandro? So one of the chat is here that says no notification. So they did not get the notification for the live. Steve, can you confirm? Steven says yes. We are. Both of us are audible. Are both of us audible? Yes, both of you. Okay. Okay, we are audible right now.
Perfect.
Good. So we have right now we have. Let me see. Okay, they are both. It's loud and clear, guys. Is that loud and clear?
Hello, hello. Test. Shiv, can you send me some links so I can post them on my Twitter?
Sure.
So I can get some people, more people.
Yeah.
You can through WhatsApp or here. Here. You can send it through here as well, right?
Okay, great. So we have like about 20 people watching right now. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, guys.
Hello, everyone.
We will start right now. So we have a very, very special guest right now with me, Alejandro. He is from BITMAIN, one of the biggest company right now in the world when it comes to Bitcoin mining. And also, they also have a product called BTC.com, which is unique Bitcoin wallet is what we're going to discuss. We're also going to discuss a lot of things which are happening into the cryptocurrency space, maybe the market, maybe the scenario, the Indian scenario, the global scenario, everything. So we have an expert. If you have any question, put those in the comment in the chat box, and I would probably pick up those questions at the end. Welcome, Alejandro.
Thank you, Shiv. Glad to be here. I'm very good, thanks. Very good. I wanted to ask you one thing before. What's the live link? Is the appear.in cryptocurrency?
Yes.
That's what I need to share.
Not that one. Let me just share this with you.
Please, yes.
Yeah, I'll do that. So before we begin, so people, would you like to give us an introduction of yourself, about yourself, so that people know a little bit of background of yours? Who are you
Sure.
and what's the company?
Yes. So name's Alejandro DeLa Torre. I'm head of business development here at BTC.com. It's as Shiv said, it's part of BITMAIN. BITMAIN is a big mining manufacturer. You might have heard of the Ant Miner series. Those are very popular miners in the industry right now. BTC.com, we provide a wallet, very popular, easy to use wallet and safe as well. And we're now actually the biggest mining pool in Bitcoin. And we also mine Bitcoin Cash, and our wallet is also Bitcoin Cash enabled. What I do, is business development. So I'm in charge of all things partnerships, looking at new services, seeing where we can expand, and helping here and make BTC.com successful.
Wonderful. So tell us, Alejandro, now you have been traveling all over the world, and you have been looking at the different markets. How do you look at the Indian market? How do you look at the India as a overall potential?
All right. Can you send me the link that I need to share?
Yeah.
Okay. So India, I've always said India since I got into Bitcoin in 2013. I've always knew that India would be a very strong market for cryptocurrency and Bitcoin Cash. The way that the technology has grown in India has been sort of different, because mobile phones are more popular than laptops and computers. So there in itself is a clear indication of the possibility of cryptocurrency getting to a mass market there. Aside from that, India continues to grow, has amazing GDP growth, and the potential. I feel the potential is there because when I was actually in India when demonetization occurred, and I saw how Paytm grew from a little startup to this huge app used by almost everyone in India. And it was actually very exciting to see, because what if, I was thinking to myself, what if something like this would occur again, and instead of it being Paytm, it would be, BTC.com wallet or some other cryptocurrency, any cryptocurrency, doesn't really matter, but that's very important. So I saw from there was a very clear indication that Uh, India is more than ready to get on, and India is already. I mean, ZPay and the other guys, Unicoin and CoinSecure, those guys are experiencing a lot of growth as well as us. So our wallet is available in Hindi. Yeah, it's one of the. I think it's the only one that is available. It's the only wallet in the world that's available in Hindi. And also you can change your currency denomination to rupees as well. So it's already up and running for India. So and I think the good thing about the growth of cryptocurrency in India, in our point of view, is that the exchanges are growing very quickly. But as you know, leaving your cryptocurrency in exchange is not a good idea because they can get hacked. The servers can blow up. Anything can happen. So it's not very safe. So it's always very, very safe to, if you trade or if you buy some Bitcoins, once you're done, to send them to a secure wallet like ours. And since ours is, Hindi and it's already growing phenomenally in India, then it's perfect. We're going right there we're growing with India as India grows.
Well, I'm not surprised because I still remember the day one when I used BTC.com wallet. And I was very surprised and happy to see that Hindi language support in the BTC.com wallet. Because,
Sure.
When someone from India uses that wallet, then otherwise Bitcoin is such a foreign thing. Otherwise, such a difficult thing. But where the language makes it very easy. And also talk us about because I know that BTC.com sponsors a lot of educational events. I mean, there have been a lot of events in India. And there have been events across the globe, or the Leeds University and other universities. So why do you believe that Bitcoin education is such an important thing? Why do you think, why do you want to spread this knowledge? What is the philosophy of decentralization? Talk us a little bit about that. Why is that important?
Okay, so it's a great question. First thing, this is a new industry, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So it's very critical and very important that everyone that wants to get into this has to learn. And before, this is a new industry. It's like, as I said, it's about 8 years old, 9 years old. So there's not a lot of information on the internet. And if there is, you need to be able to be to understand if it's the right information or not, because there is sometimes a few people who want to do some not the nicest things on crypto, scams and stuff. So you need to be careful. So that's why BTC.com, we like to sponsor events. We like to help grassroots efforts such as Bitcoin Cat. We're sponsoring a Bitcoin Cash meetup here in Amsterdam at the end of February, which is done by grassroots. Some guys pinged us, and we're more than happy to give some monetary aid so they can fix the and make the Bitcoin Cash meetup a success. So when we sponsor these events, we vouch for the education in it, in essence, and we help with education, and we also provide lots of blog posts describing how to use Bitcoin wallets, talking about fees, talking about everything you need to know. It's very important to continue educating people about this, and someone like us who is a legit player in the industry. It's not only something we like to do. I feel it's our duty as well to teach everyone.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
education is really a key, because I see a lot of people not understanding cryptocurrency but misunderstanding cryptocurrencies and getting into some of the projects which are not really cryptocurrencies. So I think that's really one of the most important thing that BTC.com focuses on, which makes me so happy, that educational part. Okay, it's talking about, so I have a lot of questions already. Someone says, what about the decreasing rate of BTC, and other questions? I will come back to those questions, but before that, Alice, there have been a price drop, or maybe a crash, or whatever you call, right now. The market is really bad, right? It's come down. Total market cap is about 400 billion something. It was about 700 billion earlier, and all the cryptocurrencies are dropping. How do you look at the entire market scenario right now? What's your take on it?
That's a good question. That's a good question. First and foremost, I'm not giving any financial advice whatsoever.
This is not an investment advice, not at all.
This is not investment advice at all. This is my opinion.
Right.
So I feel like the cryptocurrency industry has been growing phenomenally, and the price has been growing accordingly. However, the price, when you see these really strong price increases like what we've seen in the last couple of months or the last year actually, you need to keep in mind that the price cannot continue to do that, right? It's not going to continue to go to 330, 40. It has to. There has to be a moment where it kind of returns to normal, so to speak. At least that's what I believe. So there's that's why education is important, because if you focus too much on the price and trying to get rich quick, you're gonna miss the real what really is the real thing in cryptocurrency. It's here to to change the world. It's gonna allow a new monetary system to grow all over the world. It's gonna allow so many people to use cryptocurrency, the unbanked, or to send money across the world cheaply. I mean, this is what people should be focusing on. Not 20% increase and that's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, but it shouldn't be the focus. It shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be the economic things, the technology. If you really use these currencies, use Bitcoin as it is, use Bitcoin Cash as it's supposed to, use Ethereum to build smart contracts. These are the things that you should be worrying about. And I think if you continue to grow and you educate yourself and you keep learning about these things, naturally, you gravitate to the good projects and to the projects that are worthwhile, and you can make some good money off of it eventually as well. So to conclude this, because this is a really good question. I understand a lot of people lost some money in the last couple of months. First and foremost, you should never get into this market if you with money you are not prepared to lose. Okay, be very careful, and you need to do lots of education. Do not follow people on the internet. I know I'm talking on the internet, but do not follow just random calls. Do your own research. Please follow your own research, and do not follow what other people on the internet are saying, because most of them are not looking out for your well-being. So
so the education,
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard time, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I mean, I've lived through lots of. I was here in 2014 when the price decreased all the way down, and now look, in 2018, the price went. I mean, the price, the highest when I got into it was like around 800 euros or something, $1,000. And then it went all the way down. I thought I lost everything, and now it's worth, 8,000 or whatever. It's still amazing.
Right.
So I mean, but I continue to work on the things. So don't worry, people, don't worry.
Exactly. So the one key thing that I took away from that is focus on the technology, focus on the change that it will bring to the world instead of focusing on the price. Then you won't panic. Because
you won't panic, because you're a survivor. You'll be working with the technology. You don't have to be a developer. You can work also like me on the business side. You can try to get people to accept Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin or whatever coin you like, or whatever project you like, to get people to accept it in your favorite store. You can help build a company around it. You can go to, like what you do, Shiv, these YouTube channel. And go to meetups and talk about this. This is very important, and this is what we need. This is more than people just chasing money. It's not fun.
It's not fun.
it's much more constructive to work on these things.
So I want to share an interesting story which happened recently in India. So
Okay.
In the parliament, there was a budget day in the parliament. So the minister said that the cryptocurrencies are not a legal tender, and but we will it's not a legal tender, and we will try and curb the use of cryptocurrencies for illegitimate activities, which are bad activities, right? So which was true statement, right? So what happened is the media took it otherwise. They printed it like Bitcoin is banned in India, and there was a lot of FUD in India. People started selling their Bitcoin here. So I would say that a little bit of, I would rather also blame the Indian media here to cause that FUD in right now, whatever the market crash is right now. I think India has also participated in that crash a little bit. So that's the story from India recently.
So, so like I said, there's a lot of the media, especially mainstream media, they like to make things out of proportion. You know, they, like you said, something is so small as like we're just looking, turns out to be boom, they turn it into this huge issue where it's absolutely nothing. So it's very common for them to do that, for the mainstream media to do that. So I would take anything that the mainstream media says with a lot of salt. You know, don't just believe it if you're following blindly what the mainstream media is saying, then it's not a good idea. So don't worry too much about it. Do your own, like I said, do your own research. Don't worry too much about it.
So Alice, now I want to ask, because a lot of people who just get started with Bitcoin, right? They have been hearing about Bitcoin, and maybe about 5%, 10% people still understand Bitcoin and they're investing into it. They're really using it or things like that. But there's a larger chunk of people who are not still familiar with cryptocurrencies. And the first currency is Bitcoin that everybody is heard of. So how would you explain to somebody who is a beginner and who has been hearing about Bitcoin, how would you explain in the simplest way that what would be Bitcoin? Like, just in the simplest form, in one sentence, how would you tell them, okay, this is what Bitcoin is?
Sure. So Bitcoin is a decentralized peer-to-peer cash system.
Yeah, exactly.
So what that means is that anyone can use it. It's peer-to-peer, so it's me to Shiv to me, and it's a cash, it's an online cash system. So it's just like cash but online.
Exactly, and it's a decentralized way. So yeah. Tell us.
Yeah, decentralization is important. Decentralization is important because when a cryptocurrency is decentralized, what that basically means, a lot of people might hear decentralized. It's kind of become a marketing word.
Correct.
But what it really means is that no central body like a government or a bank or anyone else or a credit card company has the power to stop you from using that crypto. So no one can stop me from using Bitcoin, or you or the listeners or anyone or my friends in China, Argentina. Anyone can use it. It's decentralized because the network is not controlled by one person.
Right.
So there's a huge power. That's one of the biggest powers of cryptocurrency, of Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum, and the rest.
Exactly.
Monero.
So Alice, talk us about the BTC.com wallet. I guess this is a desktop wallet and the mobile wallet both, right? So
yes. So it's sure. So it syncs across the web, so desktop, web and mobile. So if you have an account with us, you can just log into your wallet on the website, and you can also use it on the go on your mobile phone. It's like I said, it's Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash we just added that when it came out, and you can also buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash in the app. We just came out with that feature as well. It's very simple to use, so no technical knowledge is needed. You can you can set the wallet into Hindi and put it in the Ruby denomination. So there's we have a lot of users in India, quite a lot, and we also like to sponsor and to get on these YouTube pages and sponsor meetups and conferences and continue education in India, because we feel India's it's a great place to put our efforts in. So yeah, that's the wallet.
Well, yeah, I'm using BTC.com wallet myself, and I find it very user friendly, because to toggle between Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, and to change it into INR, and to use different languages, it's very user friendly. And the best part is it operates on the desktop and the phone both, because there are wallets which only operates on the mobile phone, and they don't work on the desktop. And there are some
that's kind of lowers the usability of the wallet, because a lot of people use Bitcoin. It's an internet currency, so a lot of use it on the internet. Correct.
Right. Yeah. Yes. So I found that very user friendly. I want to pick up some questions.
It's good to hear. Sure. Please.
Yeah. I want to pick up some questions from the audience. Let me see what are the questions here. So, good evening. Okay, you can hear both of us are audible. Okay. Video and chat. What is it? Oh, okay. So Arpit says that we want Alejandro to speak a few words on the crypto world.
Okay. That's a pretty open question. The crypto world? Well, like I said, right now it's booming. Well, it's kind of, the price has been hurting a little bit lately, but it's exciting. There's a lot of opportunity in the crypto world. We actually have a fellow Indian working with BTC.com. Yes, he's a core developer. We just got him. So he started a while back in India, and he was working on Bitcoin stuff, and now he's joined the team here. We brought him all the way here, and he's happy here. I hope. No, he's happy here. And so there's a lot of opportunity for, if there's any developers out there or business people, I would say to start using your creativity and start doing things in the crypto, and don't just focus on trying to make a quick buck on buying this coin and that coin. No, think on the future, build on the future, and you'll have a lot of opportunities there for sure.
Yeah, there are many opportunities for developers, programmers, even for everyone, I guess. I mean, someone like me who can start a YouTube channel and educate people. So I think there's a lot of opportunities out there.
Yeah. Definitely.
So on in India, it says, okay. What about decreasing? Okay, does it work in India?
What about the decreasing rate of Bitcoin? Well, like I said, everything has to become back to normal a little bit. So focus on other things, not the price. Alejandro's view on ICOs. I'm seeing the chat as well.
Okay. Oh, great. Right. So yeah, this is a very interesting question, Alejandro. So I want to ask you, like, there are too many ICOs. There's just too many, right? And sometimes it's very difficult to keep up with all of them. There are like thousands of ICOs. Nobody knows which of them are doing well, which of them are not going to do well. They have kept the funds. They are not doing any development. So there are too many. So what's your views on these ICOs right now?
Good question. So I think first and foremost, ICOs are an interesting way, a new way of crowdfunding companies. Okay, but we're still really early in this whole ICO thing. So a lot of the ICO that are now coming out are usually not legitimate, illegitimate projects, or they may have a product, but but they're maybe they just want to, you know, maybe take the money. I'm not saying that they all do. Maybe take the money and go. So you got to be very, very careful of ICOs. Very careful. Not only is sometimes a project legitimate or the team, you know, what can also happen is the code is just really badly made. So it's happened before where a smart contract was made in, I don't know, I guess half an hour or whatever, and they raised a lot of money, and then some guy found an exploit and took all the money. I mean, it's happened a handful of times. It's a very risky thing to get into unless you really understand the business model, the team, the code. You know, to look into these things very carefully, and then maybe base a decision from there. But if you don't know what you're doing, if you're new to Bitcoin or crypto, I'll be very, very, very careful about investing in ICOs.
Yeah, so sometimes even if the idea is great, the product is great, the team is great, still the code, there can be some bugs in the code, or
Yes.
the security can be compromised.
Yes, it's happened before. It's happened. I think the last one was, I'm not sure which one it was, but it was a pretty interesting one. They have found the exploit where the guy who exploited the ICO was able to, you know, stop all smart contracts or pause them indefinitely, and that's it. So the guy just stopped all the smart contracts, and all the money is just somewhere in some pause piece of code. It was all one line. All you had to insert. I mean, it was that simple. But that's why you shouldn't. I think most people should wait maybe a couple of years before, like, if the ICO sort of gets more mature and then becomes a more mature industry. Then maybe look into things like that. But I think first and foremost, get in, you know, learn about cryptocurrency, about Bitcoin Cash, the real ones, the Ethereum, and use those first, and then look into ICOs possibly.
I think one of the things that I've observed is people don't learn much about Bitcoin and they jump onto ICOs. I think that is where you'll make mistake, because
Yes.
because if you understand Bitcoin first, how Bitcoin works, and then you will try to compare everything else with Bitcoin, and then probably you might might be able to
Sure.
examine this.
Sure.
Or else if
Yeah.
you have not understood how Bitcoin works, then anybody would be able to sell you anything and you will buy it.
Yeah. There's a lot of smart people out there who are just there just to exploit. I mean, a good business, you know, the incentives are incorrect in ICOs, because the incentive usually is the other way around. You know, build a product, and then there's some sort of the market seems to be you know, that wants this product or service, and then you raise money because you want to continue this growth. ICOs, the incentives are backwards. You make a lot of money, and then you build something and try.
And that is the only reason why everyone wants to raise an ICO. It's so difficult at times to tell people that don't go after ICOs. It's so difficult at times because everybody wants to. Okay, let's take some more question.
Sure.
Yeah, he says, Steven says someone hacked the KYC process and stole all their identity documents. Yeah, I know this ICO. There was this ICO. They stole all the KYC documents from those, and they sent out some fraud emailer. Everyone to send out the email. That's a very common practice.
Oh yeah, that's very simple. See, that's just a simple hack, and you can really destroy the project. That's you have to be careful. You have to be careful, and this is a very, very. You need to be careful in this industry. I see a very good question.
Mm-hmm.
Can the Indian government simply block online Bitcoin wallets? What happens to crypto stored on the wallet in such a case? That's a really good question, because that's where BT.com is very strong. Because what happens? The Indian government. So I guess they can block the website, but they can't block the app, but they won't be able to steal your Bitcoin, because the way it works is that there's 3 private keys. Okay, so Bitcoin, you require a private key to use the Bitcoin. Okay, we give you 3 private keys. Well, when you start, when you make a wallet, you get 3 private keys. One of them stays with us, and 2 of them stay with you. The Indian government, or whichever government, Chinese government, American, is not able to take your Bitcoin because they need 2 private keys to move that Bitcoin. So they would have to basically go to your house and go into your safe where you have the printed backup key, and then get into your phone and get your password and get your PIN, and then if they use both of these, then they'll be able to take it out. But it's such a so if the Indian government does, for example, block a website, they can block websites with firewalls and stuff, I guess. But your Bitcoins are still safe, no matter what. No matter what. I mean, the only way is they have to come in with, some guys and break into your house, which is highly unlikely. So your Bitcoin is safe with us.
Yeah, so I think the safest way of storing the Bitcoins is Bitcoin storing them in a wallet, especially, and not keeping them on any of the exchange, because that's the biggest fear. What if tomorrow exchanges gets stopped?
Yes. So that back to this question. So that the reason why it's not a good idea to leave an exchange is just like you said. The Indian government can go to an Indian exchange and say stop, and then they have all the Bitcoins. That can happen. It's happened before. So not in India, but in other places. So that can happen. So that's why we very strongly advise for you to always, you can buy some Bitcoin or whatever, Bitcoin Cash, whatever, and then send it out to a secure wallet that you're in control of, like BTC.com.
Correct. Okay. C. Malik says, how would you compare Bitcoin related to altcoin? I don't think there is any comparison of Bitcoin to any of the altcoin. What's your opinion on that? Why altcoin is?
So the question is how Bitcoin compares to other altcoins?
Yeah, and why altcoin is following Bitcoin price, something. So it's not very clear, but I think that's what he wants.
I don't know about. Okay, so the prices. I don't worry about prices. Like I said, I have different interests, but
yeah, exactly.
So Bitcoin is the first one, right? Bitcoin has the advantage of being the first mover advantage. So Bitcoin has that going for it. However, there's other very strong contenders going up. I believe the future does not only hold one coin. There's going to be many coins. Correct. They're going to be used for different use cases, or I prefer this coin and you prefer that coin, which is fine. At the end of the day, what we want, what I want is for cryptocurrency to grow, irregardless if it's coin A or B or C or D or whatever. Doesn't matter to me.
Exactly.
I just want crypto, and that's what's important.
Right.
That's what's important.
As long as cryptocurrency is growing, it's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a question here. Arbit says, is there any demerit of decentralized technology? Any demerit of decentralization?
Very, very Indian question. I get this question all the time when I'm in India. Because you guys sure love regulation over there. It's a good question. The reason why cryptocurrency is important is because it is decentralized and peer-to-peer, and it's not controlled or cannot be regulated. So when you look at that's the foundation of crypto currency, then you see that it's kind of it's not in the same fields as regulation. But a lot of people are always talking about like hacks and illegal activity and whatever. It's a difficult question. I believe the off-ramp companies that provide services like exchanges and custodial wallets, they already do KYC and AML. They follow the rules. So in the off-ramps, I guess following the rules it is required, and so that's okay. But I mean, cryptocurrency is what it is. It's a powerful tool, not controlled by us, the people. We don't regulation or or making it a centralized coin is not very. I mean, why would you use a centralized coin? It doesn't make any sense. You can use a database for most of the things you want to use. Then, I guess. I don't know. Ripple is, for example, a good, really centralized coin. I don't know. I mean, I guess for banks, a centralized coin with a centralized bank works well. I don't know. It's kind of going backwards.
Right. So see, I think the entire idea of blockchain is to have decentralization. And if we are going to have centralization, then why the hell did we found blockchain?
No, we can if you want to do blockchain in a centralized way, or currency in a centralized way, you can just use a database. It just databases. We've been using databases for a long time. We're really efficient with databases, and databases like MySQL can scale quick, and there's lots of tools you can use for this. Just blockchain is not necessary. It's the worst decision for centralized anything. It's not doesn't work. So it's horrible idea.
I think this is this is also something that people should always look for when they go for an ICO. They should also look for this important factor of it. So Ramakant says, how does this blockchain technology change artificial intelligence in future?
That's interesting. Interesting question. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I can only speculate about that, but I guess, I mean, if there's an AI, it could, in essence, use cryptocurrencies to pay itself or pay each other, or pay us when we're transacting with the AI system, whatever it is in the future. But I mean, that's all I mean, no one knows.
Right. That it's all speculation. It's too early to predict anything right now. I think we are just trying to reach there early, but I think it's gonna take its time. So there is a curve that we have to go through. There is no fast train that we can catch actually. So
there's no fast train.
There's no fast train, exactly. Okay, great. So maybe we'll take one or two last questions, Alice.
Sure. Cool.
Okay, of course, this is about the market, why the market is still going down, also the stock market. I think according to me, I think this is the volatility. This is how the volatility is in cryptocurrencies, or if you're somebody who is taking interest in cryptocurrency, especially in investment, then definitely expect these volatility up and downs. Is that right?
Yeah. So it's a lot of it's a new cryptocurrencies are new, so they're trying to find its price or its value. Mm-hmm. So expect, but yeah, and I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to trade Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, you should learn about trading.
Correct. Right. There have been a lot of actually reasons. Some of the reasons also that I actually covered on the channel. So there have been like one of the reason was Facebook adding the cryptocurrency ads, and then there was Tether controversy, USDT, and there was of course FUD from India, and then there was this about 4 to 5 reasons I believe that is why the market is like kind of still. But I think otherwise it should have been going otherwise, and I think it'll recover very soon. That's awesome.
I don't know.
we can talk about as an investor, exactly.
No, I think the price. I mean, the prices will exist. I mean, they have to get to.
Yeah. So price is the last thing that that would be on the mind. Exactly. I mean, so the true Bitcoin believer, the true decentralization believer, blockchain believer, they are hardly affected by price. They look at the philosophy, what it's going to do, why am I here, what change it will bring, and then when you
how can I build it?
How can I build it, and how can I participate?
Yes.
How can I
Yes.
contribute to this change the
That's
world.
correct. That's the most important thing. Like I said, I don't even check the price. I check the price every time. Like all of a sudden, I look at the price and look at it. Okay.
Right.
But for me, it's different. For me, I want to get cryptocurrency in the hands of people.
Right. Right. And when you
That
have
should be.
that,
That should be. That should be. Yes. Yes. Yes.
and when you have that mindset, then everything is like all good, all good. There is no bad
Yes.
stuff. Great, thank you so much. It was pleasure having you, Alejandro. Now, before we wrap up, anything that you want to share that I haven't asked about BTC.com, or any message that you have for the audience, for the people in India and rest of the, any message, anything, any final thing that
Sure. Sure.
yeah.
Yes, yes. So please try the wallet. It's available for Android and Apple. Also, you can sign up at wallet.btc.com.
Right.
And if you have any feedback, if you have anything you want to, any concerns or anything you want to, maybe like any products you think are missing for our wallet, please get in contact with us. We're more than happy to listen to your feedback, and we want to know what the Indian Bitcoin and cryptocurrency community wants, and we're more than happy to talk about it. Well, I'll be around in India. BTC.com will be in India soon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're gonna be going to the, one second. Let me see the link. I don't have the link now, but we'll be there. We'll be in a conference in India. I'll be speaking. And I'll put it on our BTC.com. So follow us on Facebook, Twitter, to stay on top of everything. And we're more than happy to talk to you guys. And
Sure.
thank you, Shiv. Thank you, Shiv, as well for your time and awesome YouTube channel. Thanks.
It was my pleasure. What I will also do is I will leave these links in the description below so people can follow. And it will be a pleasure to meet you in India when you're in India. And also from personal, because I've been using BTC.com wallet. I find it very user friendly, especially I think it is a must wallet for every beginner, because then it's only Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash, and you're not confused. So that's really important, because we don't want to confuse people. We want to make people understand.
Yes, it's not about confusion. We just want to learn. You need to be clear.
Correct. So, and that is where I think BTC.com wallet is very, very user friendly. All right, so let me see if there is any final question, and then we will let you go. Okay, it is perfect time to, okay, so these are all investment. Is it perfect time to buy Bitcoin, or still wait for Bitcoin price to go down? You intelligent guys, how much BTC? Okay, where do you see crypto world 2 years?
Look, that's a good one. Where do you see crypto world after 2 years? Well, I see cryptocurrency growing now, to continue to grow, and I see lots of other cryptocurrencies also, gaining momentum. So not only Bitcoin, I believe other coins like Bitcoin Cash have a strong future. Ethereum, whatever. These are all coins that will gain in usage. In 2 years' time, I believe more people will be using BTC.com wallet, and we'll be very happy.
Definitely. That's not going to happen. One final question from my side, Alejandro. So, how long do you think how far we are before we become mainstream? How far? Just a rough idea. How many years do you think?
I think we still have about 5, maybe 10 years before we see real mainstream adoption. But I could be wrong, because it's been growing crazily the last year. It grew faster than what I expected. So my educated guess could be wrong, because the way it's growing now.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe next 2 to 5 or maybe 10 years probably.
I would say, because the thing is, a lot of the infrastructure is still not well built for mass adoption. Right. So maybe a lot of people get into it, but the infrastructure is not yet fully there. So we still need to grow that. So that's it. The adoption will only grow as fast as the infrastructure is built.
That's right. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure
Thanks, Chef.
talking to you.
Thanks a lot.
And I wish you all the best, and thank you so much. See you in India when you're here.
Yeah. Thank you, Shiv, and thank you to all the listeners. I'll be in India soon. I love India. I'm going to eat some tikka masala. All right.
Cool.
Okay, guys.
Cool.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.